you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Simone blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow. Lift it up.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let them see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
I didn't share it. I didn't share it. Good morning. Good morning. My iPad broke, y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? Look, I ain't never want to show this to y'all. But maybe if I show it to y'all, I'll do better with my life. But I don't like replacing stuff. Like when I got something, I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Does that make sense? Like, for instance, I just got a Samsung Ultra 22 because my Note 10 Plus, they told me they can't replace it. Does that make sense? I don't like change. I don't like restarting over. And once I get used to something, it's mine and I don't want to mess with it. Type, stuff. So meaning I will hold on to the raggediest of the raggediest thing if I feel like it benefits me. And I don't care how people feel about it. Like, I don't care if I got the money to replace it. I don't care about none of that. I just feel like it is what it is. Well, I kind of took that same approach with my iPad, and I have been thugging it out, but I don't think it's gonna come back on. Now I have dropped it a couple of times in my defense, but can I say, it was still working even though they had a hole in it at the top. It was still working all the way up until yesterday. Okay. Yes, I cut my fingers sometimes. Yes, sometimes I can't use the screen. However, it was working. You know what I'm saying? And even with the holes in the top, it was working. And this morning I went to turn it on, and the iPad said rest in peace. So we gonna say goodbye because I don't think it's gonna come back on. And I just took it out the case, so it's not like it wasn't in the case. I literally just took it out the case, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So rest in peace to the iPad. Like I said, I got a lot of miles on it. It had holes in it and it was still working. Look, literal holes in the top. You can stick your finger in there. And it was working all the way up till yesterday. The devil is busy. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. It is Friday, Educational Friday. We will be pulling up today, so make sure y'all pull up, okay? Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's Friday. It's Friday, and I'm ready to swing. Pick up my girls and hit the party scene tonight. Whoa, it's all right. Come on, Aaliyah. Girl, bye. Anyways, yes, today is Friday. We got a show to talk about today. I got outside, cut my grass. I cut the back. I didn't cut the front. I cut the back grass today. You know what I'm saying? And I lost 3 pounds. So, yeah. For all y'all haters who be like, boo, you cut your own grass. Girl, I lost 3 pounds this morning. Go play with your mom. Okay. And yes, I use a push lawnmower, and no, it ain't the kind self-propelled. No, I push it. I went got an old one. Oh, that's cheese. Yes, I did. And it's a push one. And I got hills up and down my house. So yeah, I lost 3 pounds this morning. Y'all around here playing, but go ahead on with all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's your girl Vu, and that's how I roll. You know how I am, you know. It's just me, you know. You know how I do, you know. The doll is a jack of all trades. Let's never forget. I'm a activist, comedian, not really, but reality show recap person. What else I do? I'm a Swiss Army knife. I keep telling y'all on this YouTube stuff. I am the first self-proclaimed. I am the soldier boy of YouTube. I'm the first one to come on here and do everything that I know of. Now, if y'all know somebody else, let me have it. You know what I'm saying? Let me just act like I am. But I don't know nobody else who on here doing everything that I'm doing. Everybody got a niche and they stay there. Not me. So I am the YouTube Swiss Army knife. So yeah, congratulations, welcome on in. We are on a campaign to get to 50,000 subscribers. If you guys can please, I would definitely appreciate you, especially if you haven't already subscribed. Please subscribe to the channel. I would definitely adore you for the most, and I will strive to give you as much content, as good a content as I can. Even if you don't like one section of my content, I promise you there's another section you're gonna like. So please, y'all, if you can, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video, and that gets the video in the algorithm so the people know we around here Joce, and we do the morning Joce Monday through Friday. We pull up. I'm here to help you get through the workday. That's the whole point. So let's get into what we're gonna talk about today. So today we're talking about Carmelo Anthony. There's a court date or a trial date set for his trial. It's next year. We're gonna talk about that. Toilet paper, the guy who's suing him came out and said something else. Jay-Z has been forced to, or is being forced to, provide paternity for Ramir, his alleged son that he had been running away from for like 20 years. Yeah, we got that. Then Katt Williams, I watched his interview with Carmelo Anthony, and that was a soundbite that was taken out of proportion as it pertains to Angel Reese. And I want to discuss that. And then also I want to discuss Angel Reese and how she's getting into it with all of these people in the industry and how they're basically giving Angel Reese the treatment they gave Serena Williams. Do y'all recall when Serena Williams started winning, they started mocking her, dressing up like gorillas and stuff like that? That's what Angel Reese is going through, and she has been going through since the beginning. So I don't know why everybody's just now getting on the bandwagon, but I understand algorithms. So we're going to talk about that and RG3 and what he had to say. I cannot stand that dude. I think he a tether. I really believe RG3 is a tether. Pretty positive. But anyway, so that, and then Tasha K, her lawsuit was dropped for R. Kelly's lawsuit was dismissed on her. We gonna get into it, y'all. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Where are we at on likes, honey? Deborah, thank you for the super chat. Says go fund me for Vu. Girl, yeah. Girl, I need an iPad, girl. Mill, thank you for the super chat. iPad renewal fee. Thank you. Because look, girl, I done popped myself in the head with the iPad. Girl, the iPad got holes at the top, holes at the bottom. But I want to say this. It was working yesterday. Matter of fact, let me charge her up. My girl might still be working. Hold on. Y'all underestimate the power of my girl. Let me charge my girl. My girl might not have been charged. Let me charge her up. I might be premature with thinking that it's a fume. Maybe my girl just need a charge. I'm gonna sit her right here and charge her up. 20 minutes, we gonna check back on my girl. And if my girl come back on, yeah. If my girl come back on, remember what I said. So yeah, Simeon, thank you for the super chat. Says, I got 5 on the new iPad. I got 5 on it. But hold on. Don't send no more. Because my iPad might start working. Just let it get some juice on it. It just needs some juice. You just need some juice. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Tracy White, thank you for being a member from 12 months. Good morning, Acornians, TGIF, Dollhouse, and Dolls. Yes, thank goodness it is Educational Friday. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I need y'all to do me a favor. I'm going to give y'all a commercial break. Do me a favor. Go ahead, like the video, please and thank you. And I'm going to come right back. I'm giving y'all a chance to break, hit the X out the comments. Hit the like and then come right back on in the comments. The comments not going away. You get it? So I'm coming right back. Like the video.
Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Goddamn, shorty so fine. Like a treadmill, she be running through my mind. On that booty, she got a nigga geeking. Having fantasies of me and her, can that be a squeaking? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Hey, Jupiter booty, can you twerk some?
Niggas put that booty while we cooling up and hooting. You know how we do this. The old school trooper. Smartest. We smoother than the smoothest. The hardest, the rulers. They can't get through us.
Shorty got that booty.
Because when you smoother than a smoothie, you get it? Do you know how smooth you gotta be to be smoother than a smoothie? Girl, y'all be letting the lyrics go over y'all head. See, when people be really spitting bars, when people really spitting bars, y'all just be letting the lyrics go over y'all head, girl. Do you know how smooth you gotta be to be smoother than a smoothie? Have you ever touched a smoothie? I bet you haven't. Bars. Shout out to Top Cats. How my boy Chief be saying? Shout out to BCU and Chief Top Cat. Bars. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Girl, y'all just see, y'all, girl. Like I said, y'all don't know real talent. Y'all don't know real talent. But anyway, let's get on into the show, honey. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope you guys like the video. And oh, by the way, the iPad is charging. Bloop. See, when it come back on, don't send me nothing. I don't need nothing. See, when the iPad come back on, because it is charging. Now, it wasn't charging through the surge protector. But when I plugged it into the wall, the little red dot, on the little battery came on. So I'm going to give it about 20 minutes, and we're going to be back outside. I don't need no iPad fun. We're going to roll it out, baby. Gonna roll it out. Do you think I'm playing with you? I've been having that iPad for 5 years. Stop acting crazy. 5 years. 5. I ain't going nowhere. The iPad stays home. Do you understand what I'm saying? So give me 20 minutes. It's gonna be it take a while to charge because it's old. So give me 20 minutes. Yeah, and when they charge back, we back outside. You feel me? So let's move on. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, if y'all can, please subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. Every like, every subscription, every comment, every click on my video, every single thing that you do, it counts. And I want to say thank you to everybody. So please, thank you. Now, I want to show y'all something. Hold on. I want to show y'all two things. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find it on here? Have I showed y'all this before? If I find it. I don't know if I'll find it. Let me see. Do I have it on here still? If not, I'll show it to y'all another time. So, all right, let's get into the show. So this is what's going on. So y'all remember the Hot Boys was beefing, right? Y'all remember that? The Hot Boys was beefing for the reunion. last year, was it, I believe? And remember, Baby did a Hot Boys reunion and he didn't want to invite Turk. And remember, Turk was beefed out with BG. And then they was beefing. Y'all know, shout out to Doogie, BG. If y'all don't know, shout out to Lil Doogie, shout out to BG. Jizzle, as we know him in the city. But shout out to BG. So this is what's going on. The Hot Boys, obviously, all of them went to jail except Juvenile. Well, Turk and BG went to jail. But Turk and BG were the ones hung and strung on that heroin, on that boy, okay? So because they liked it to treat their nose so much and treat their arms, they got real bad. You know what I'm saying? They got real bad on the drugs, and they ended up ultimately in jail. Both of them. My brother was in jail with BG too. It was crazy. He told me some stuff. But anyway, long story short, they had started beefing when they came home. Now, Turk came home years ago. But at first, Turk was kind of like chilling, and then he started doing the podcast thing. But I started seeing him on Beehive a lot. That's the dude in Atlanta. Shout out to him. I don't know, to be completely honest, why. And I didn't put this on the on the docket. I probably should have, but it's more of an honorable mention anyway. But long story short, so he be on Beehive TV. Shout out to Beehive. I like his little videos. I watch his content. But he be on Beehive TV, and they had started beefing. But after the reunion where Turk didn't show up to, or Turk wasn't invited to, they ended up getting back cool because Wayne wanted to do something where all of the Hot Boys came together. And for the love of Wayne, they all decided, all right, bet, we gonna all come together. So everybody thought it was all love. They dapped it up on stage. Everybody like, woo, 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 it's cool. Everybody went home, mind their business, and the Hot Boys went on tour. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they still doing the tour. Well, Turk had put out an album. I don't know how long ago this album came out because I didn't hear nothing about it. But all I know is I was watching Beehive TV the other day, and he was talking about how BG needs to get on his song, one of the singles that he have, because it's going to help not only him elevate, but it's going to help BG elevate as well. Now, according to Turk says he is the better hot boy between him and BG. And I'm about to show y'all the video, but I want to ask you guys, if you recall old Hot Boys, I'm talking about back 99, 2000 Hot Boys, long white tees, soldier rag, white Reeboks Hot Boys. I'm talking about bling belts, grills, you know what I mean? Bubble eye, Lex cars, Hot Boys. If you were there, you tell me, who do you think is the better hot boy? Do you think BG is the better hot boy, or do you think Turk is the better hot boy? Put a 1 in the chat if you think BG is the better hot boy from what you remember, or put a 2 in the chat if you think it's Turk. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I was back then, when I remember who I used to like back then, I thought Turk was the better artist when they were together. I thought when it came to a hot boy track with all 4 of them on the song, I thought Turk was the better artist. I did. At one point in time, Turk was better than Wayne. At one point in time, he was better than Wayne. Juvie is in his own lane, in my opinion. But when it came to the feature, you was looking for Turk. For instance, 99999, after you back it up, then stop. Then what, drop it like it's hot. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Hot Boys created a whole bunch of terms that we literally adopted in our everyday vocabulary. Not only that, but in the dictionary as well, such as bling bling. BG made that up. Turk made up after you back it up, then stop, then what, drop it like it's hot. How many people have used the term drop it like it's hot? They were so clever. They would take a soundbite from one of their verses and turn it into a whole song. I'll give you an example. Do y'all recall the song? Crap. Oh man, I'm looking at this song in my head. It's a song where one of them said it in the verse, and then they took that bite and made it a whole song. But I'm saying all that to say, back then I thought feature-wise, Turk was the better artist. However, I did buy all of the Chopper City albums. I did. And I had Turk, whatever Turk did. But the Chopper City albums were undefeated. Back during the Hot Boys, when they reigned and they was doing a big one, obviously, Juvie was Beyonce. Let's call a thing a thing. Let's just put it in, let's put the things in perspective. When it came down to the Hot Boys, Juvie was Beyonce. He was. At the onset, Turk was Kelly. But then that slowly switched and flipped between BG, and then obviously Wayne went from Kelly to Beyonce, okay? And the only reason Juvie is Beyonce is because we wouldn't know none of them niggas if Juvie wouldn't have came out and told y'all to back that ass up. Now, don't get me wrong. I would know them because I'm local. I grew up with these dudes. I was at the plaza when they filmed Get Your Roll On. I was at the mall, nigga. I just got off from working at Flamin' Burger in the doggone, in the food court, nigga. I still had my t-shirt on. I was at the plaza, nigga. I lived down the street. I was at the plaza when they filmed Get Your Roll On. And they almost ran into the crowd doing donuts in the doggone parking lot. I was there. Now, when I heard Turk make this comment, I thought it was friendly. I thought he put a little funk on it, but I thought it was friendly. No, I wasn't in the friendly. No, I wasn't in the video, K. Marie. Project Chick. Thank you, Real Talk with Miss J. You can read my mind. Project Chick became a song because who said it in a verse? Somebody said, oh, I need a project chick, a hood rat chick, one that don't give up and say she took that. Y'all remember that? Remember, put a one in the chat if you remember that song. On Hot Boys. I need a project chick, a hood rat chick, one that don't give up and say she took that. That became so popular, that little piece. They turned around, and Wayne said that, if I can recall correctly. That little piece became so popular. Give me a project chick. Give me a hood rat chick. One that don't give a what. And said she took that stick. Yeah! See how that's how great these dudes was. Y'all, hey, them niggas was really like the rap hood Beatles. If the Beatles are who they say they were. Does that make sense? Like, if we are to believe that the Beatles are who they say they are, then we have to say that the Hot Boys are what the Beatles claim to be. Them niggas was really, oh, it was Turk said that? I can't remember, but listen, them niggas was really like putting out, come on now. If you was there, you understand. If you were there, you understand. If you were there, you had to be there to understand. But I want to get into Turk and what Turk has said. So Turk is on Beehive TV, and they asked him about the whole situation. No, not this one. Is this one? Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. But Turk is responding to what's going on with Turk. I mean, with BG. He said they cool. He gave him his props. But if I'm being honest, then he turned around and was like, you know, I'm the best hot boy or something to that nature. But I'm gonna let Turk tell y'all. I don't want to screw up his words. And this is what made BG respond. And I'm gonna let y'all hear if Jizzle responds. Y'all get the likes up. Now, if you ask me, it was a bunch of realness, truth, backhanded compliments, digs. It was a bunch of everything. Like, I can see why BG took that the way that it was, okay? Oh, we don't see. You didn't see. Oh, girl, I didn't even share the screen. Girl, I am so sorry. Sorry, y'all. Girl, I didn't even share the screen. I'm watching down too. My bad, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, girl. Why would? Oh, and I didn't even look at the comments. That's so bad. Let me share them again. I'm gonna run them back. My bad, y'all. Sorry. Don't hurt me.
BG with the gold tee, because that was one song that I say, oh yeah, my brother back. But then he started dropping everything else. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Jizzle, they shouldn't have gave you your freedom of speech, because but that's my big bro. I got to tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? They had every right to deny your First Amendment right on freedom of speech, because that album there wasn't it. I just want Jizzle to understand that this is not that. And I do believe I'm better than you now, because you have to get it back together, big bro. And that's just the real. You don't need your freedom of speech. BG with the...
So that's what Turk had to say. Hopefully y'all heard it this time. It is. It's a hard truth. It's a lot. It's true. Listen, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest. If you ask me, in BG's mind, when he got out of jail, he picked up from the last day he went in. When BG rap, he still rap about, talk about, and rap like he did prior to going in. His game has not evolved. So what we used to like from BG back then, as far as his cadence and not even necessarily his cadence, but just the way he presented his art, we might not like it now because our ears are trained differently now. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say cadence, I'm using that word lightly because everybody got their cadence and how they rap. 50 got his, Silk the Shocker had his, but once you don't hear it in a long time, unless you're singing old stuff, people don't be wanting to hear the new stuff because the cadence don't fall in line, or the way that you present the artwork don't fall in line with the way that we're used to. You feel what I'm saying? So I will give Turk that. In that aspect, BG does need to evolve. Now, I haven't heard the new album, so I don't know what Turk talking about as far as, oh, well, he need to do X, Y, and Z. I haven't heard the new album, so I can't speak on that. But when I heard whatever he was doing, it was giving you still stuck in the 99 and the 2000. But I haven't heard none of Turk work neither. Keep in mind, Turk went to jail before BG. Turk really, unless he been rapping the whole time in jail, Turk really ain't really been doing no real music until he, came back home from jail. Well, BG heard about this and Doogie wasn't happy. Doogie was not happy. And we gonna get into what Doogie had to say. I ain't even gonna say nothing, y'all. Get the lights up.
Man, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna change it, you know what I'm saying, a nigga like me life, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, nigga, you got the worst, nigga, Young and Thuggin', nigga, was the worst selling album in Cash Money history, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go Google that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only motherfucking HBZ that don't have a plaque, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting around here talking about, I'm the last hot boy. Nigga, the hot boys was built around me, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money, nigga, when your mama still was giving you that $7 book of food stamps, you know what I'm saying, to motherfucking get you some donuts and a 50-cent juice to go to school with, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker.
In BG's defense, he's not lying. In BG's defense, he's not lying. A lot of them quotes, a lot of the stuff that came out of Cash Money did come from BG. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. Turk was the more featured artist, but not even more featured artist. I like Turk's sound bites and what he was saying. But BG really did do his big one. Everybody in New Orleans had BG album. Everybody had 400 Degrees in Chopper City. Chopper City in the ghetto, Chopper City in the hood, if I can recall. That's the two we had. Even when we wasn't rocking with Wayne like that, we definitely had the Chopper City albums and we definitely had BG. Everybody else was questionable.
Was built on my back. Me and Bird got a whole album together. Everybody working together. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just don't want to work with your goof ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mad cause the nigga don't want to get on that song, man. You know what I'm saying? You mad, you dig, cause I don't want motherfucking open up your DMs. Like, you mad, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want you dig motherfucking accept your collaborations and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you's an internet whore, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You done turned into a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you addicted to this internet. You know what I'm saying? You be watering the brand down. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the strength of the bag, you know what I'm saying? You know, nigga wrap their arms around you and you know just was on some, you know, love shit, make it look good. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the strength, you know what I'm saying, of the fam, you digging on the strength, you know, the legacy, you know what I'm saying? Nigga try to, you did, but you just constantly won't play with a nigga, man. Like, come on, bro. I don't be fucking, bro. Listen, like, bro, I don't even be on here like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really be out the way, like, minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what I be focused on. And here, you know what I'm saying? You won't come on this bitch, you know what I'm saying? And jump out there and just play with a nigga, man. You hear me? Like, come on, man. Like, for real, man. Then you got other niggas on here playing with a nigga. A record. I'ma say it one more time. Nigga got the worst selling album, you know what I'm saying, in Cash Money motherfucking history. You know what I'm saying? Like, only motherfucking Hot Boy that ain't got a gold or platinum plaque. You know what I'm saying? So, man, stop playing with me, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You know I carried that dollar sign on my back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the motherfucking Hot Boys was built around me. You know what I'm saying? When I was putting out albums.
All right. So that's what BG had to say. So it seems like the girls are fighting. Southern Louisiana Cooking with K, you are spot on. Because I don't know if y'all understand what was going on back then. Let me give y'all the tea, because I was there, literally and physically. I was there. When they were the Hot Boys, Wayne was the least popular. When they were the Hot Boys, Wayne was the least popular. When Juvie dropped 400 Degrees and then they double back with BG and they double back with Turk and then they double back with Wayne. And I want to say Wayne had an album before he started the Carter. I want to say he did. Don't get me the line. But he used to do, Wayne used to rap, but Wayne didn't used to curse. He was kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie. He was lame. But it wasn't until Turk got real bad on the drugs and went to jail. And that's, in my opinion, why Turk didn't get the platinum plaques like BG and them did. Because remember, Turk went to jail first. Yes, the block is hot. But nah, he had one before that too. He had one before the block is hot. Wayne had an album. It was more or less, I would say, like a mixtape. I don't know if it was just a mixtape of all of them. And remember back then, I don't know if y'all know how they used to do the music back then. But what Baby and Slim them used to do is just make them go into the booth, make them go in the studio and just record. And then they'll just take random songs and say, here, this your album. Random songs, here, this your album. Because everybody on everybody's stuff. You see what I'm saying? So 400 Degrees, they didn't know that those songs they were doing was going to necessarily be on 400 Degrees. They was just in there making music. And then they went back and was like, okay, bet, take these, put that on 400 Degrees. So that's how they were doing. But no, Wayne, they had music before that. And I'm not going to lie, Wayne was trash. He was trash. Between BG was the better lyricist. Wayne was trash. But it was, I'm not going to lie, it seemed like Turk got hooked on it real bad. Turk went to jail. Then Wayne hit with the block is hot. That kind of was fire. But then once the Carter popped, it was over. And then right when the Carter popped, that's when BG started really going in and back and forth to jail. But the point of it all is none of these people need to be fighting over who have the better record. I'm pretty sure right now, both of them are trash. I'm pretty positive they're both trash. So they don't even need to fight about it. What they need to be doing, because Jizzle was on here talking about how he only dapped it up with Turk because it was about money and they needed to squash the beef to do the tour. See, Jizzle was going far. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Jizzle was saying, nigga, I don't even rock with you. Jizzle also said nobody rocks with Turk. According to Jizzle, none of them niggas that's on the Hot Boys like Turk. Now, I don't know if that's true. I didn't say it. This is what the Jizzle said, okay? So with that being said, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hope that the boys get it together. I won't be at a Hot Boy concert, but still, you know what I'm saying? I hope the guys get it together. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Because we got to talk. This man put something on. I want to share this with y'all. I ain't even going to say nothing. But I agree with this video 100%. But I've been saying it. But I guess when we dealing with people who popular, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'm not even going to say nothing. Y'all, take a look at this video.
Diddy bodyguard for 15 years, fam. 15 years. But now you make him out to be Satan or the devil. Then that would make you a demon because y'all empowered him. Did y'all ever see the clip that Halloween night where he was the Joker and he ran up on 2-Bit?
Yes, I remember that.
And 2-Bit said, I don't give a fuck who he is.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Because see, and them bodyguards around him, y'all empowered him to disrespect another man's space, to invade another man's territory and be totally okay with it. But let's say the role was reversed and somebody tried to run up on Diddy. Y'all gonna grab that nigga and flip it. But it's okay for Diddy to violate anybody. And Gene Deal, you was a part of that 15 years, fam. So don't try to act like you trying to right some wrongs, because if you trying to actually and genuinely right a wrong, then you would tell all the misdealings and all the fucked up shit you did in conjunction with Diddy. But we never hear you say, well, I played this part or I did this here. Because I'm pretty sure Diddy didn't sick the nigga on you, sicked you on a nigga to whoop a nigga. And I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure you say you know Diddy was mistreating this girl and Diddy say, go get that bitch. And you went and got her. So don't just point the finger like it's out. You was his bodyguard, his closest bodyguard for 15 years, fam. So everything that he is, he was standing on your shoulders doing. You was Diddy bodyguard for 15 years, fam.
Now, when the lie shows itself, I will acknowledge it. But let me just say this. And it's not even that Gene Deal does the stories. Recently, I've been watching his Art of Dialogue interviews, and he's been having this deep, dark hatred for Diddy. And while I don't have an issue with him having a dark hatred for Diddy, my question has always been, but why? Like, what did Diddy do to make you hate him so much? Because it couldn't have gone that bad because you were there for 15 years. 15. For 15 years, like Cassie, you aided and abetted in his demonic behavior. And every time Gene gets on these podcasts, he got story after story after story after story. But like the boy said, if Diddy told you after he slapped the shit out of Cassie, go get that bitch, I guarantee you Gene went and got that bitch. See, but this is what I be talking about. Y'all don't really want to change and right the wrongs. You don't want to do it. The people don't want to do that. What they want to do is they want to be able to play like they're righting the wrongs. They don't really want to do it. Because if we're righting the wrongs, all them niggas need to be in jail. If this was drugs, if Diddy was accused of shipping and selling drugs, none of them people would have immunity and they would all be on trial with Diddy. Every single one of them, Gene Deal included. Jaguar, right? Jaguar won't get on here and say she was bringing bitches to freak offs. She'll be in it too. All these people that's been running around, running they dick suckers, if this was drugs, they would be in the RICO. But because it's not drugs, okay? And people have a false sense of morality, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out because I'm guilty of it too. But I'm going to call you out because most people have a false sense of morality. And what I mean by that, when I say false sense, meaning you're not as moral or high as you say you are, and you know it. You're just faking the funk because the wave and everybody else is doing it. You don't care about Cassie. You don't care about Diddy. You don't care about none of this. What Cassie and Diddy eat don't make you Yet and still, you're going to fake the funk like Diddy is the sole monster and none of these other people are involved. But then you want to feel good like you can pat yourself on the back. Oh, I advocated for Diddy to go away because Diddy's the monster. Like this brother said, it takes an army of people around Diddy for Diddy to do what he did. Unless y'all ready to hold everybody accountable, including Cassie, we not having no conversation. And Gene Deal, in my opinion, you just as guilty. For 15 years, your hands ain't clean. And we have yet to hear your stories. You tell us all the things. Oh, I watched Diddy slap Kim, and I went and picked Kim up, and I'll tell. Yeah, but what did you do, though? What did you do? Y'all are allowing these people who are demons to look like victims in front of the crowd, and I don't like it. Just because y'all like them. Y'all want to finger point one fake demon and take all the other demons and turn them into angels so that we can believe that these are good people. Cassie is not a good person. Gene Deal couldn't have been a good person. None of these people that hung around Diddy are good people. You can't be. The only person I believe that has any sort of morality in this whole thing is the clear boy who was an assistant who said, I have been wanting this job my entire life. And when I got there and saw the fact that Diddy popped Cassie in the face, I couldn't come to work for a man who did that. My morals came into play and my conscience came into play and I couldn't come back and work. And that man said it hurted me because this was my dream job. That's the only person in this whole thing with integrity. The clear man who said, I quit the job. My dream job, I had to quit it because when I saw the way he was doing Cassie, I said to myself, even though this is my dream job, I cannot see myself being around while this man does these things to this young lady. Now that is the good person. All them other niggas and bitches who've been running around here. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I saw him do this and I saw him do that. Would you work for him again? Yeah. They are not innocent and they are all just as deep. They are demonic. Like the brother said, if Diddy is a demon, if Diddy is the devil, then these are all his little demons. All of them. If Diddy is the devil, then all of them people is all his little demons. But y'all don't want to talk about it. You want to play like you're doing something and get rid of Diddy, but you don't want to get rid of the system that creates the Diddys. Until we ready to talk about getting rid of the system, girl, fuck y'all and that Diddy trial. And Cassie. And I said what I said because it's fake. Until y'all ready to break the system, I don't want to hear nothing about none of that ugly ass shit. Say what I said. And I got 11 people in the chat. So it's got to be true. I literally have 11 people in the chat. Until y'all are ready to take care of the system that creates the Diddies, I don't want to talk about it. It's all cap. It's all cap. You don't care about Cassie. You don't. You don't. Letting these people energy harvest y'all. Y'all is crazy. And Gene Deal, like I said, I know he got a following. And this ain't to tell people to stop following Gene. But y'all don't be asking enough questions for me. Y'all don't ask enough questions for me. I've been like this my whole life. I've always asked questions. Matter of fact, me asking questions as a child has got my mouth popped so many times. And honestly, as a child, I got to the point where I knew my mouth was going to get popped. But if I really wanted to know, I didn't give a damn. I got to say what I got to say. And my mama could vouch for it. Y'all don't ask enough questions for me. Y'all just let whatever these people tell y'all, y'all just go with the move. It's weird. Like I said, if Diddy's the devil, Cassie, Gene Deal, Roger Bonds, Cupcake, no, what's her name? They are all his demons. Don't make KK the only demon. Don't make KK the only demon. Don't do that. Don't you dare make KK the only demon because the courts told you that. Don't do that. If KK is a demon, all of them are demons. If KK is a demon and a co-conspirator, they're all co-conspirator. Don't do that. Don't do that. But y'all be fake. People be fake, though. I be watching it, though. I just be like, wow, this is crazy. People are fake. People are definitely fake. Mm-hmm. How KK the only co-conspirator? And Cassie was the one setting up the freak offs, paying the niggas, sucking dick with warts in them out, passing STIs. Ain't no allegedly. They've been sued for it and being sued for it still to this day. Ain't no allegedly. This bitch got craters and probably pus all through her mouth. Listen to me and listen to me good, because we're going to call a thing a thing. This bitch got craters between her legs and between her teeth. And this whole calling and creating doggone freak offs, and because she's a beautiful girl, most men are going to assume, what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she's clean. Whole time, the bitch is a whole cemetery by the mouth in the pussy. Come on, man. Y'all get, but we not going, but she's still a victim. So all them people or anybody she gave STIs to, none of them are, she not a perpetrator in that. I get, on my bed, Stockholm syndrome. Girl, y'all is fake as fuck. Stockholm. You don't understand. You don't know anything about Stockholm syndrome. That's the problem. You don't understand. It's Stockholm syndrome. Girl, Stockholm these nuts. Bitch, y'all hoes fake. Girl, I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. And when y'all ready to go after the system, call me. Other than that, I don't want to hear the fake. Oh, you're not a Cassie supporter. You hate women. You're anti-black. You're anti-my. Girl, I'm tired of y'all. I'm sorry. I had to say that point. I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. Anyway, moving on. Get the likes up on the video. That just made me mad. You know what I'm saying? I be watching and I don't like what I be seeing. Especially, and speaking of watching and not liking what I'm seeing, what the fuck is this? When y'all ready to have the real conversation, call me. Wasn't the bitch just hanging sideways in a convertible the other day? They done traded in a convertible for a hearse. And the niggas is still under the, Beyonce! Let you be. I hope the hearse fall on them niggas. I hope the hearse fall on them niggas. Y'all is crazy. This is what I want to know. The 16 song. I don't know nothing about this song. All I heard was 16. That's all I know. I don't know nothing about the song. What is the song saying where this bitch got to be floating around the stage? I'm trying to see something. What do they say? What's the part in the song? This is a genuine question. What's the verse, the hook, the bridge? Somebody put the parts in the song in the chat that makes me feel like the bitch got to be flying around my head when she's singing the song. I'm trying to see something. Put the verse in the chat. I need to see it. Y'all ready to have, are you guys ready to have the real conversations, or are we still playing? Like, are we still playing, or are we ready to have the real conversation? And let me tell you the real conversation. Ain't nobody, listen, Beyonce, she's not what she used to be. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say. She still has a beautiful voice. People talking about her dancing. So she gotta bring in props and churn. That's why Yellow is in there. That's why every time you turn around, you see Yellow on stage. And Blue. she shouldn't be on are yellow and blue. But y'all not ready to have the conversation. Y'all are not ready to have the real conversation. And I just don't understand why not. I don't understand why we're not ready to have the real conversation. I get it. The conversations be hard. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The conversations do be hard, and nobody wants to have the hard conversations. But when we start to really say out loud and be comfortable with saying out loud that the reason this bitch is flying across the stadium in yellow and blue is like this, it's because she ain't got it no more, fat. It's over. I mean, y'all gonna still support though. Y'all gonna still show up with the cowboy boots. I'm here for it. But girl, 16. You let that hoe fly around with a 2-ton hearse over your head hollering 16? Oh yeah, bitch. That's how many people it's gonna take to get the hearse off you when it fall out the sky. 16. Oh, Beyonce! Oh! And this hole over your head. 16. Beyonce, we love you! Oh! 16. Girl, y'all better go lay down, girl. Please go lay. Beyonce, you especially go lay down. And get that goddamn hearse off the sky. Get that damn hearse off the sky. Enough of that damn hearse to fall on somebody's head. Girl, but again, y'all don't be wanting to have, call me when y'all want to have a real conversation. But I swear to God, if I see another video of yellow and blue like this, if I see one more video of yellow and blue on stage like this, bitch, I'ma lose it. I'm telling you now. I ain't gonna be no more good. I'm just telling you now, I'm tired. I don't want to see it no more. They done waved enough. Yeah, they done waved for 2 years. I don't want to see it no more. Shout out to the babies, but I don't want to see them waving no more. I just don't. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all come on, y'all be thinking it. Y'all just don't want to say it. Girl. Oh Lord, 16. Girl. I need 16 likes on the video, please. Can we get 16 people to like the video? I know how to do it. Let's get Beyonce on this bitch. Let B come on this bitch and tell y'all how many likes we need. Where we at, B? Hold on, B. Get B back on here. Hold on, I gotta find B. I gotta find B, girl. Let's get her on here. B, tell them how many likes we need on the video. We need how many, B? 16. We need 16 likes on the video. Now, the heifer is flying around the thing telling y'all I need 16 likes. Please. And we also need 16 subscribers. If we can get 16 likes and then 16 subscribers, we will be doing what we need to do. Shout out to the Beehive, Beyonce, Yellow and Blue. Let's move on. Let's move on. Shout out to Yellow and Blue and Beyonce. You feel me? 16. I will never listen to that song under no circumstance. I will make it my effort to not listen to that song. I'm just telling y'all now. I would never listen to it. It's just the fact that she's flying around the air. I would never. Now, Green wasn't that somebody say you forgot Green. Green don't be at the show. At least Green don't be on stage. It just be Yellow and Blue. So we gonna leave Yellow and Blue up there. But look, girl, yesterday, tell me why they thought they caught Derrick Groves. Girl, the SWAT was down in New Orleans, girl. Everybody was screaming and hollering, girl. Remember, Derrick Groves is the last prisoner standing in New Orleans, girl, from the New Orleans break. People were losing their mind, girl. The police had the SWAT and everything. Y'all had to be there.
State Marshal started to the warrant. I want to take the side of 5400 Boulevard. Step up the front door now with your hands up. Or we will force the door open.
wait. I got a better video. Hold on, I got a better video. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all a better video because this dude from the city, RGIII, he had sorry. Oh no, that ain't it. Let me see. Let me go to Reggie page. I saw it on his page. They have a better video, girl. They had the whole thing like swatted down, looking for this boy. And I'm like, who gave them a tip and told them that boy was over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they do that? Let me show y'all. Somebody gave a tip. He's still free. He's still free. But somebody had to tip them off.
To be the coldest escape artist in history. He got a clone out here running from the police, taking the heat off him in a night walk. Empire, you know, got the video, man. That ain't Derrick Groves they caught. That's a lookalike.
Derrick Groves.
They called him, y'all. Look right here on my live. They called him, y'all, on my live.
Oh, man.
There you go, y'all. There you go, y'all. On my live, they caught him. They got him, y'all. Oh, you good? You good, bro?
That boy Michael Phelps in that bitch. Now you about to start drowning. Tripping.
Who that is?
It's straight at St. Claude, man.
Who the hell swimming in the river? Girl, I don't know who that was. But listen, they said that it was a lookalike. So Derrick Groves has allegedly a lookalike, and somebody called the police on a lookalike, and it wasn't Derrick. Girl, listen, somebody's helping Derrick. He's not doing this on his own. But he's still on the run. Which is we rooting for Derrick. I don't care. We rooting for him. He's still on the run. He's still free. It wasn't him, but somebody helping that nigga. Where he get a doppelganger from? Okay. Now listen, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's given Derrick was the one they really wanted to escape, and all them other niggas was just collateral. And it's given why was he the one they were trying to get, and who is they? Who is the day that wanted him out? And who was the day that had enough pull to have the police down to the COs to open the door and let them boys run out? Whoever the day is somebody big. I'm just saying, I don't know. But so Derrick is still on the run. They say it wasn't him. They say it was a doppelganger or whatever. Child, you had to be there. It was a time, girl. It was a time. Yeah, girl. I saw that. I said, oh, no, they called Derrick? No. But then it turns out they ain't catch him. It was a doppelganger. I think somebody's helping him, though. Period. I think somebody's helping him. You're not going to tell me otherwise. And this girl, I would never like her. I never liked her from the beginning. This girl continues to play in y'all face. B. Simone says she's not broke after saying she had to shop at H&M. Look.
Is she really broke? Who said I was broke? Hold on now. I didn't use those words. I know I didn't. I didn't say I was broke. Ooh. I ain't never used the words broke or penny pinching. I know that much. I know I didn't say I was broke. You're not funny at all. Oh, blocked, baby. Bye. Let your last comment you'll ever be commenting. Oh my God. It's so crazy that you're saying it was H&M open on the 4th, because no, I just went over there and they was closed. I did go to H&M today and it was closed for the 4th.
I love H&M. You know, that's one of my favorites.
I know.
All right, then.
Right.
On my mama, I will punch my sister dead in her fucking face if she stood next to me and belched like that. I don't give a. That is fucking. I'm getting cringe. Listen, I'm getting mad watching it. If my sister stood that close to me, I don't give a fuck. If my sister stood there, I'm real ticky about stuff like that, y'all. I'm very, very ticky about stuff like that. If my sister stood close to me and was burping like that, belching like that in front of my face, and keep doing, I will punch I swear to God. Because I'm very, very ticky about that type of stuff. It's just nasty. And she just continuing to do it like a fucking pig.
H&M shopping is going great. I have an H&M bag over there on my couch, and I went to H&M today, but they were closed for the 4th. Open up this robe. You don't want to see these titties hit the ground.
Oh!
Is she really broke? Who said I was broke?
Swole face bitch. Girl, listen, her and her sister could get the hell on. I never liked the girl. Listen, let me tell you something about B. Simone. B. Simone is so thirsty for clout. She don't give a damn how she do it and how she get it. So her and her best friend probably came up with that whole thing. I told y'all nothing on this internet be real for real. But they probably came up with that whole ploy of, I had to go to H&M and leave Bloomingdale's, all that to make her go viral so it can put money in her pocket. They both lame. And that fat ass sister she got, girl, oh, just nasty. That's the one who had the fake teeth, remember? And was crying. And the nigga locked up for 20 years. He on the way home. They both slow, if you ask me. The sister, her nigga come home soon. He been locked up 18, 17 years. So this she talking about that's her husband. You done married the nigga that done been married to a nigga in jail for the last 20 years. They both slow. Both of them. It must start at the mole. It's gotta start at the top. Fish rot from the head down. That's all I could think of. You get it? Now let's move on. Tasha K ends up winning her lawsuit with Kels, or at least it got dropped, girl. So let's get into it. Congratulations are in order for Tasha K. It says, okay, then judge dismisses R. Kelly's lawsuit against Tasha K, accusing her of leaking his jail records to the public. It says, neighbors, Tasha K scored a major win in court today. A judge decided to dismiss R. Kelly's case against her, where he claimed she leaked his jail records to the public. The judge concluded that R. Kelly's team didn't provide enough proof to prosecute, so the case is formally dismissed. Thoughts? Tasha responds. I see her. It says, we are only down 1, but up 4. God is good. You know, she be windmilling on the lawsuits. I don't want no problems like that. I don't want to have to do no lawsuits. That's why I don't want to do a lot of interviews, because that starts with a lot of lawsuits. But let me say this. I ain't gonna lie. Tasha was releasing information, but it don't matter. He wasn't able to prove it. And yeah, she's winning. Kind of she won by default. Yeah, basically. Because they didn't have enough evidence to prove that she absolutely did. So technically, yeah, she won by default. But this is a big win for Tasha K, because I remember when he filed it right after his court case. But in R. Kelly's good news, Diddy beating this trial could be great for R. Kelly's appeal, because a lot of people won't agree to this, and a lot of people won't even go back to revisit this. But these are the facts of the matter. R. Kelly was done just as bad, probably worse than Diddy. Remember how they were making this stuff as they go along, and how they were, if you pass the weed to somebody that's how they were doing stuff like that. They were doing that to R. Kelly as well. So Diddy beating the RICO could be good for R. Kelly when he goes back for his appeal. Because what Kelly could go back and say is, here, if y'all gonna say that I'm guilty, how you gonna say I'm guilty in Georgia and that nigga innocent in New York? Because that's what case law is and case study is. So if Diddy would have been found guilty, then everybody around those states could have taken Diddy's case and tried you as an individual. That's how it goes. That's what case study and all that and case law is all about. So Diddy losing winning the case is a good thing for R. Kelly, because he can go back and say, how is Diddy innocent, but I'm guilty? Okay. And they have to go back and relook at all of the things. So if you're an R. Kelly fan, that's good news for R. Kelly. But as far as the lawsuit dismissed, Tasha K, that's one less lawsuit for her to worry about. I do not envy her dealing with these folks in these lawsuits at all. Congratulations to Tasha K. Congratulations, Tasha. Congratulations. Now let's move on. Now, I want to talk about should we do? let's do the Angel Reese thing. So, all right. I want to see if I can look for something. I'm about to give y'all a commercial break so I can look for something. What you see is what we about to talk about. It's Angel Reese. They put her on the 2K26 on the cover, and somebody online came back and turned it into a gorilla. This isn't our first rodeo, but we gonna talk about it, y'all. Get the likes up really quickly. I'm coming right back.
These fucking transplants, they do what the fuck they want to do. Period. This hoe right here. Her dog around there jumped on churches. Churches ain't moving. I told this hoe she gonna replace my fucking chicken. Bitch, you can shut the door all you want, hoe. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of your privilege. I ain't scared of your white landlord. I ain't scared of the fucking mayor. I ain't scared of the fucking police. And I ain't on your property, bitch. You're supposed to have your dog on a fucking leash. You done killed my fucking chicken. I gotta take my fucking chicken to the fucking vet. Cause you do what you want to do. You filthy white hoe. Got no respect for none of you. Oh, he walking. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right, churches. All right. All right. I'm still gonna get that hoe though. Fuck that hoe.
Shout out the churches. Shout out the churches. Shout out the churches. He made it. He lived to see another day, at least that day. I don't know if church is still living, but you know what I'm saying? Either way, shout out the churches. So let's get into this whole bit with Angel Reese. So this is what's going on with Angel Reese. So okay, y'all. Angel Reese is doing Angel Reese has been selected to be on the cover of NBA 2K26. I don't play video games, so I don't know. And the internet took her cover and turned it into a gorilla. Now, the craziest thing about clear people calling black people gorillas is that we don't have any little to any DNA that ties back to these creatures they call gorillas and monkeys. Yet they do. It's the same reason why they get lice and we don't. Why their hair gets oily and stick together and ours don't. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why they be eating with their dogs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Scientifically, I don't know if you guys know this, but clears are far more related to the monkey or the gorilla than any other human in the world. Okay? When they showed you that bullshit diagram of Lucy going from a monkey to a person, that's them. That ain't you. They just made you buy into it. That's why you believe we came from Africa. Okay? Per science, we ain't got that DNA in us, but somehow they like to project their situation onto us. This is the reason why they got us believing that they brought us from Africa on the boat, but they won't show you that they came from Europe on a boat through Ellis Island. You get it? When you start to pay attention and start to look around, you start to see that these people been playing in our face for a long time, okay? So, long story short, they go with the same old trope, make her the gorilla, and people loses their mind. Now, let's really be clear. The people, especially the clears on Twitter, have been dragging this girl since college. The clears on Twitter have been dragging Angel Reese since college. You have to remember, Angel Reese is to go up against Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the lily white girl, alleged girl, but the lily white girl that is supposed to be the face of the new WNBA. That ended up backfiring on them because Caitlin Clark got on the stand with her own mouth and say, I would not be here if it were not for the many Black American women who paved the way before me. According to Caitlin Clark, she said it out her own mouth. I don't want nothing to do with this racist stuff. My game don't have nothing to do with this political stuff. But Caitlyn, I gotta call you on a red carpet that you still eating good off of that dough. So I'm not gonna let you do that. But either way, Caitlyn did come out and denounce that and did say she would not be here if it were not for the Black American women. She did give reverence to Black Americans. And that kind of flipped on the Clears, who was trying to make this a black versus white thing. Okay. So they have been doing stuff like this. Y'all just now really understanding. They've been on Twitter doing this. Black people too. Now, most of them are tethers, but Black people too. So now we're here. The cover comes out. Everybody loses their mind. And racist meme sparks Robert Griffin III, who's been extremely critical of Angel Reese, to respond. Remember, RG3 is the Black dude who I believe to be a tether, but he's the Black dude who sat on his podcast in front of his clear wife and dragged Angel Reese and said that she hates Caitlin Clark. He one of them Black people who just love the Clear so much. He one of them we gonna have to flick him off with the Clears. He gonna have to go with the RG3 is one of those Black people, and I don't care what part of the diaspora you fall in. RG3 is one of those Blacks that we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to excommunicate him from us. He's gonna have to go live amongst them. He can't live amongst us. He's too compromised. Okay? So that's why, you know what I mean? So yeah, getting into it. Let's get into the story. Racist meme targeting Angel Reese sparks outrage. Robert Griffin III responds. So this is the meme that made RG3 respond. It says the online hating targeting WNBA star Angel Reese hits a disturbing low this week after a racist meme surfaced showing her as a monkey on a fake NBA 2K26 WNBA edition cover. The post, which quickly went viral, sparked immediate backlash for its dehumanizing imagery and racial overtones. RG3, former NFL quarterback and current ESPN analyst, broke his silence with a statement on X, formerly Twitter, condemning the image and the hate aimed at Angel Reese. Whether you like the player or not, Angel Reese should not be called or depicted as a monkey, he said. There should be no space for racism in the world. Robert Griffin III revealed that he had initially stayed quiet on Reese due to her sharing a video that led to threats against his family, including his children. Despite that, he stood firm that the defense of her humanity, stressing that being compared to a monkey is never acceptable, no matter the context. He also addressed recent tensions between Reese and fellow WNBA rookie Caitlin Clark. Griffin claimed sources from Reese's inner circle told him she harbored resentment over constant comparisons to Clark in the media. It's sports, he wrote. Everybody won't like each other. To read the rest of the log, whatever. And before I get into what RG3 is about to say, it's a very much backhanded thing. Oh, I'm going to come to her defense, but I'm going to also say that she really just don't like this lily white girl. How you gonna come to her defense to defend the Black girl from the white people making memes of her being a monkey, but then in the same defense turn around and tell those same racist white people who are calling her a monkey that she just hates they lily white girl? Like I said, RG3 is one of those people that can't come. He can't go with us. He can't. People like RG3 that love the Clears that much. If you revere the Clears, in my opinion, this is just how I feel. When we get to where we need to be as a people, and we finally start to organize this delineation movement and how it's going to go, if we get people amongst us, and like I said, I don't care what part of the diaspora you in, if we get people amongst us that just have to be attached to the Clears, we're going to have to completely excommunicate those people or try them for treason. That's the harsh reality, because those people are going to be the reason why we're here today. It's people like that who causes us to not own anything, who causes us to lose all our economic power. It's people like that who we think is our friends or we think is for us that really works for them. And we can't risk, you know what I mean? We just can't risk our safety off of one of them type of niggas. Now let's get into RG3. This is the cover. For everybody. That's the cover. All right, this has to stop. There's no place for racism in the world. Whether you like the player or not, Angel Reese should be called should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I have been quiet on Angel Reese's front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats. Threats from physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media. Now, he's saying that because she shared a video that he probably was saying something disparaging about her, because that's all he do, and people probably was threatening him. Now he wants to blame it on her. Mind you, all he do is drag the girl. It's crazy. But this is the backhanded, don't mess with Angel Reese. That will never be okay with me. I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. Let me pause. How often do you hear in male sports who hates who? You literally hardly never hear it. You don't hardly never hear it in basketball. You hardly never hear it in football. You hardly never hear it in baseball. You hardly ever hear it in any sport. But as soon as it's black ass Angel Reese against lily white girl Caitlin, now you keep perpetuating this narrative that she hates this girl. And this is all because, why? Simply because you like Caitlin more than you like Angel Reese. What do you get out of telling everybody that she hates her? It's the backhanded bullshit compliment. It's a way of faming the flyer or faming the flames on the low to make it look like I'm not really doing it. Like I said, the RG3s of the world, they can't come. They got to go. They got to go. They got to. Goes on to say, people in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right, and Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because the media always asking her about Caitlin Clark and being consistently compared to her. I would hate that too. Some people made it about race, but I never did, and it never will. Instead of becoming the villain in anyone's story, I decided just not. It says, all that being said, Angel Reese or any black woman or any black man or woman should never be called or depicted as a monkey, ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she is black, you are the problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you're a Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn racist. Don't turn it racial. I'm sorry. There should be space for racism. There should not be space for racism in this world. And then Angel Reese responded and said, lying on this app when everybody knows the first and last name of everybody in my inner circle for clout is nasty work. So what Angel Reese is saying is, you out here telling people that somebody from my inner circle called you and told you that I hate this white girl when I know everybody in my inner circle. Nobody did that. And even if they did, how you even know if that's really the truth? And you just gonna go back and redo it. He is helping the white people. Robert Griffin III, Roger, whatever the nigga name is, the little ugly ass nigga. RG3 is low key helping the white people be more hateful toward Angel Reese. He's just doing it on the low. He's just doing it on the low. But niggas like that gotta go. But niggas like that don't rock with black Americans no way, to be completely honest. Because we don't rock with them. We don't be wanting nothing to do with them type of niggas. They corny, they lame, they always coming in making something worse than what it is. We don't be wanting nothing to do with it. Period. Now, what's the lady name? Let me pull her up. Hold on. Get the likes up on the video. Now, after that, Martin Luther King daughter stepped in. What? Mike's daughter done stepped into the chat. Bernice King has stepped into the chat, and I'm trying to figure out what, maybe she's a WNBA fan, or maybe she just happened to see, or maybe she's been paying attention. But Bernice done stepped in, Mike little girl, she done stepped in and said this. Bernice King calls out Robert Griffin III for making insensitive posts about Angel Reese. Stop posting about her. This is what Bernice said. He says, now this is what Robert Griffin says. We need more people to build bridges between us and not walls to divide us. The only way to find unity is talking through our differences in opinion and life experiences to find the best way forward. Bernice said, I agree. That's why I suggest you call Angel Reese and stop posting about her. But it's not about correction. It's just about what makes money and how to make these clears love me more than they did before. See, I used to work with a nigga like RG3, real lame ass nigga, never fell off the bike or had a fight in the hood type nigga. You know what I'm saying? He a nigga, but barely. You know type shit. You know what I'm saying? And them type of niggas, when they get around the clears, especially when you're around corporate America, because this would be considered somewhat corporate America. But when they're around corporate America, those are the most dangerous black people you will ever come across. Anybody who has ever worked in any corporate setting or any setting where there's the one token nigga that just love the clears, he gonna do it. He worse than the clears. Those people are dangerous. Okay? RG3 is one of those people in this space. He's very, very dangerous. When they told y'all about how the field hand, the house nigga was worse to the slaves than the master, that's the RG3 effect. You see what I'm saying? So now the white boy don't have to come out here and say that she's a monkey. Or the white boy don't have to put his face on the racism. They just use other people who look like us to have them do it. They pay them really well, too. Really well to say stupid, messed up stuff. You don't think somebody behind RG3 telling him and paying him to make Angel Reese content? Think about it. Because see, y'all don't be thinking about the behind the scenes stuff. You don't believe that somebody's behind RG3, if not paying him, incentivizing him to keep up the Angel Reese content? Think about it. Y'all think this internet is genuine, and that's a problem. Y'all think that the stuff y'all be seeing on this internet be real. The shit you seeing right now from me ain't real. You see what I'm saying? This is just a damn a little cover up with a name on the back. Girl, I am sitting at my kitchen table. Everything ain't what it seems. Everything ain't what it seems. Y'all be believing too much of this internet, and it's scary. The internet gonna have you lose your mind. Everything ain't what it seems, but RG3 is trash. And Bernice, girl, of all the things we need you to chime in on, I appreciate your time. But girl, please come up. Did you comment on Carmelo Anthony? Did Bernice King comment on Carmelo Anthony? Can somebody in the chat help me out? Help me out. Did Bernice King make a comment on the Carmelo Anthony situation? Because it's the fakeness for me if she didn't. Bernice, shut your ass up. Respectfully. And I don't even know why I'm saying respectfully. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. When we need your voice, just not here. How about Bernice? You come over to the Carmelo side of the internet and make comments there. How about that, Bernice? Be a king. Be a king. If you want to be a king, can you take that energy over there with Angel Reese and that white nigga? Can you take that over to the Carmelo side of the internet? We could show use you. We could show use you. We could use your influence, your name. Be a king, Bernice. Why you think Bernice ain't gonna do that? Why you think none of Mike kids ain't never been on the forefront of none of our major issues? Why you think? You think that's a coincidence? That's what you think. You think coincidentally none of his kids fight for none of the shit we really need. Yeah, all right. Everything ain't what it seems. Bernice, like I said, please come over to the Carmelo side of the stage. Other than that, shut your ugly ass up. We don't want to hear nothing. Moving on. Shut your ass up, Bernice. Unless you coming to help with the real stuff. See, and that's the difference between this generation and the one before. Respect to the generation before us. This is no shade. We more of action based. My mama's generation, all you have to do is just tell them. You know what I'm saying? And they just went with the move. Okay, cool. They say it's gonna be like that. We just gonna wait for it. That was that generation. That's the wait on God generation. You see what I'm saying? Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. That's the wait on God to come and help you generation. See, this generation don't do that. How we work is we need to see it. We don't want to see you say it. We need to see you do it. Bernice, bitch, you over here worried about Angel Reese. Carry your bald head ass over there by Carmelo. We can definitely use you around there by Carmelo. They trying to give this young brother a whole life sentence on first-degree murder when we all know it's self-defense. Bernice, B.A. King, carry your bald head ass round there to Carmelo. Other than that, shut it up. I don't want to hear you. I don't need your voice. I don't need you to say, oh, yeah, I'm not going to respect you like you your Paul. Because you not your Paul. Shut your bald head ass up. Let's move on. Yeah, because see, I don't worship the churn like y'all. Y'all worship blue, yellow, green, what's the culture, couture. Y'all worship the churn. I don't worship the churn. Bernice, bitch, shut your bald head ass up. Let's move on. I don't worship the churn. You don't get the respect because of who your Paul was. Shut your bald head ass up. Moving on. And I said what I said. Who gonna check me, boo? And I said what I said. Get your bald head ass out of here. Moving on. Because I'm not about to let y'all play in my face. They always comment on stuff that don't matter. Bitch. How old Bernice is? I'm 42. Bernice gotta be 65. Where was your antennas all these years? Don't come talking like you an activist. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down. Where was your antennas for Trayvon Martin? Maybe she was there and I don't remember. I'm going to give it a benefit of the doubt, but I don't recall seeing these people at the forefront of our real issues. If you're not going to be at the forefront of our real issues, shut your bald head ass up, Bernice, be a king. Say what I see. Say what I see. Unapologetically. It's just, it bothers me. It really does. It upsets me. It really does bother me. People be fake, girl. Moving on. Did y'all see this? I want to show this to y'all. What y'all think about? First of all, if your nigga leave you, girl, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard, but please don't go this far. Check this story out.
This is the moment Acacia Young says she realized she was being watched. Within minutes, you can see her take down the camera for good.
There's no way to describe how violated you feel. It feels like someone touched me. Like, it feels like I found somebody in my house, physically in my house.
After they caught a child sleepwalking, Young and her fiance installed 3 motion-activated Ring cameras inside their home. One in the living room, one in the upstairs hallway, and one in the child's room. Young and her family were in their living room, and
I kept hearing this weird sound that sounded like a voice over a microphone.
Then, when she was the only one still in the room.
And this time I heard it distinctively. I looked up and the blue light was on and the camera was rolling.
What were you thinking when you saw that light?
My heart sunk. My heart sunk when I saw the light.
In part, Young says because
it was his ex-wife's voice. It was her voice.
How sure are you that that's her voice?
110%. 110%. I have not slept.
Days later, Young's fiance, Anzi Villafrench, got a temporary restraining order against his ex-wife. His family court filing accuses her of watching private conversations with relatives, dining table talks about finances, even virtual doctor appointments, and Young breastfeeding her newborn.
She watched the most intimate things. You don't want your fiance's ex-wife watching these moments. Like, she has seen my naked body. She has recorded my naked body. She has seen my kids do the same thing.
Villafrench told us his ex-wife was an authorized user on his Ring account when they were married and that he thought he'd removed her. So what he says he saw on that account left him stunned. It's in the court filing. Several smart devices with his ex-wife's name hooked to his system, giving her the ability to view his cameras.
What's going through your mind?
Whew, I was sick. Like, I'm panicking. I'm freaking out.
Young is still cataloging everything she says the ex-wife watched. Many clips lasted hours, and some
I've come across at least 13 videos with her voice on them.
like this one.
I'm trying to see what these.
And then it cuts off. So it sounds like she's like, I'm just trying to see what these people are doing.
We tried reaching the ex-wife several times, but she never returned our call, text, or email. We also tried her at home, but nobody. This is the moment Acacia Young says she realized she was
Baby. Now, let me start by saying this. Some people are saying that the girl didn't hack the system, that apparently her new husband and his ex-wife used to live there. So I guess he got the house in the divorce. And then when he got remarried, he moved the next woman in. Now, I saw some women on there like, oh, well, you staying in that woman's house. You staying in that woman's house. First of all, it's not her house. They're divorced. I'm pretty positive he either had to buy her out or something. But either way, it's not her house, right? Let's start there first. I don't care if that was his first marital house. So he's not supposed to go with nobody else and buy a whole new house. That don't go like that. Most people don't work like that. But it seems like she had access to the cameras. She probably knew the codes and was able to log into his stuff. But the fact that she sat there and watched hours and hours, 700 hours, she probably was in there watching them have sex. Girl, that level of violation requires me to fight you. Like, not just fight you. That level of violation requires me to actively look for you. Like, make a plan. Like, if there's a first degree for fighting, I would do first. I would be charged with, because the level of violation, I can't let you. The police ain't gonna do enough to you. For me. Even if she go to jail, even if they fine her, in my opinion, they still don't do it. They still can't do enough for me. I'm in here breastfeeding my child, probably sleeping with my new husband. I'm probably in this bitch walking around naked. You have completely violated every private, sacred thing in my bitch. I have to actively get in my car and look for you. I have to. Like, I don't care what the consequences are, but I have to get in my car and come and find you. Like, it's giving, oh, bitch, you think you crazy. Bet. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to play crazy? I'm about to show you crazy. 700 hours? Yeah, bitch, you gotta go meet your maker. You gotta go sit down or go meet your maker. But you ain't gonna be around me. And also to the husband, if you can't clock this bitch, then you can go be with her. Because I'm not about to live my life stressed out about you and the bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, ma'am. What we on? Oh, you can't control your ex-wife, but I can't do nothing. Good. Divorce court. I'm not, bitch, you're not about to disturb my peace because you can't control that hoe. Oh, yeah. But she probably knew. Listen, that girl who married that man, she knew that girl was crazy before she married him. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You knew that hoe was crazy when you married that nigga and you walked down the aisle still. Them hoes don't just start getting crazy. You feel what I'm saying? They don't just start getting crazy. That nigga told you about her when he met you. And you done experienced her while y'all dated. You already know what type of time this hoe on. You gonna sit here and complain about it, or you gonna do something? Because it's giving you just want to complain. Girl, by the time I'd have came to the news, we'd have been having matching restraining orders. By the time I would have got to the news, it would have been because they trying to charge me, but I'm calling self-defense because we got matching restraining orders. That's just me. I felt so violated. That hoe down the street. Bitch, are you insane? I'm pretty sure she lived close. If that hoe watching 700 hours of footage, I'm pretty positive you can get in your vehicle and get to her house. What you on the news telling us you violated for? Go violate that hoe. Are you insane? Find you some, you ain't got no good cousins? Nobody you know that don't care about nothing? No crash outs? You ain't got to do it yourself, girl. Make that whole life a miserable hell. Do you hear me? But in good news, because guess what? Because I don't want y'all to see my password. Because I don't want y'all to see my password. But, because guess what? I told y'all, I got to give her a name. But my girl gonna do her. You feel what I'm saying? One thing my equipment does is last through the ends of time. And I don't care if my iPad has a hole in it or not. It just needed the surge protector, because it's 10 years old, it just wasn't strong enough. But once I plugged it into the wall, we bike. Oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. Oh, I can't hit it too hard, it might crack for real. And it got a hole in it at the top, look. And a hole in it right there, and a hole in it right there, and a hole. But that bitch still rolling. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Stop acting crazy. Come on, Mom. They was hating on you, fat. Don't worry about it, dude. I knew you was gonna come back. Because I know you. You know what I'm saying? I've been with you 10 years. I know you. So, it don't matter what they say. Come on, Mom. Sit right here. Sit by my mom. Sit right here. Go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. You done saved me $700. Go ahead on. Look at that. Okay? My girl just saved me $600-700. Do you hear me? Shout out to me and the iPad. Shout out to me and the iPad. Yeah, girl. Dimple Pop said, nah, you need another one ASAP. I don't want to buy another one. I don't want to start over. Then they talking about you need a cry. I don't want to do all that. Is it me? I don't want to do all of that. That's just too much. I like it as long as it works. I don't care what it look like, as long as it works. I'm very cautious when I touch it, though. Somebody said touching the iPad is dangerous. I'm very cautious. I've mastered a way of touching it that don't cut my fingers. I've mastered a way. It's the level of pressure you use. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all got them broke phones, broke iPads. It's just about the level of pressure you using when you scrolling. See, y'all want to be like Tia Kemp. You know how Tia Kemp be on her phone? Tia Kemp beats the shit out of her phone. Y'all want to do that on the broke glass. You can't do that. You got to be careful. Careful. You gotta hit it. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta careful. That's why y'all fingers all jacked up. You gotta be careful. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Please get the likes up. But yeah, that lady is batshit crazy, and she's different from me because I'd have been a win round there. We'd have had matching restraining orders, like I said. I'd have been went around there unapologetically. All right, now let's get into Katt Williams with this Angel Reese thing. Now, I watched this interview. So Katt Williams did this interview. I think the name of the podcast is 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Don't quote me, but Carmelo Anthony has a podcast. If y'all haven't watched this interview with Katt Williams and Carmelo Anthony, I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. Go check it out. It's not like the Shannon Sharpe interview. It seemed like the Shannon Sharpe interview, he had a mission. They're more like sitting down, casually talking. Katt speaks about the Katt Williams interview. I mean, the Shannon Sharpe interview and how he came about it. And he spoke about the other comedian, Ali. I can't remember his name. He spoke about a lot. Katt Williams is so, in my opinion, to me, he's a very peculiar individual. Like, you want to learn more. So I enjoyed listening to him. I learned a lot listening to him too, as far as comedy. People don't understand that when it comes to comedy, just like any other portion in the industry, Cat Williams is on a chitlin circuit. Okay. And let me tell you why I say that. If you understand what the chitlin circuit was back when we were doing music, you understand that that was direct to consumer. That's literally all the chitlin circuit is. It's direct to consumer. So instead of me having to go through these businesses, through these companies, sign these deals, I can take whatever my gift is and bring it straight to you. It would be no different if I didn't do YouTube and I found an area on the internet where Black people owned it. It's only us. And I decided to take my channel there. Okay. So with that being said, when Cat Williams does this interview, right, with Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo Anthony, and he's speaking about, the things that had happened, and he's talking about this chitlin circuit scene, people are thinking that Cat Williams is the lesser paid than your major comedians. But what you don't know is he's getting 100% of profit, whereas your favorite comedians are getting pennies on the dollar. Does that make sense? So, for instance, Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, all these people who have these major labels and major people, distributions and all that stuff behind them, whenever they do anything, they have to pay so many people before they can even count their own coins and pennies. What Cat Williams, and this is what makes him so successful and richer than all of your faves, because he's the person who gets the money and distribute how it goes. So he's the one setting everything up. It's just him. Cat Williams is working a successful chitlin circuit. People think of chitlin circuit, they think of, it's just a hole in the wall, juke joint type stuff. That's not necessarily true. All a chitlin circuit is you cutting out the middleman and you giving direct to consumer. That's all. So when people was talking about the chitlin circuit and the locals coming down to the juke joint, that's direct to consumer. They don't got to buy the tickets from nowhere. They ain't got to go talk to nobody to see what time the show start. Everybody in the hood already know 8 o'clock, Voodoo gonna be on stage. Y'all pull up, pull over, and pop out. And everybody in the chitlin circuit back then used to pull up and pull over and pop out. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. And what he has done, and this is what I'm learning from him, because I learn from everybody, even people I don't like. What I'm learning from Cat is, first of all, you can be more successful on the chitlin circuit, most people don't realize it, than on the regular, in the regular sector. But it depends on what you want. Do you want fame or do you want money? Because your focus is only going to be on one. If you want fame, then guess what? You're not going to want to go to the chitlin circuit. Those people typically sign deals. Those are people who typically, you feel what I'm saying? They the ones who got the podcast deals, and I signed with Apple and I signed with this. That's those people. Because they care more that the fact that these big entities are going to push them out into mainstream media. And they care more about that. Now, those people are made to look like they have a crap ton of money. But quiet as it's kept, they broke as cheese. They broke AF. Most of y'all faves don't have it like you think they got it. But it looks like it because they decided to go through the corporate way. But I'm saying all that to say, Cat Williams doing the chitlin circuit has been, it has been crazy beneficial financially to him. So much so, Cat Williams does a lot for everybody. So many people had came out and said all the things that Cat had done for them. Let me tell you something about people with money who do things for other people. They don't have to worry about money. When you don't cherish money like the majority of the world does, when you understand that money is a tool and not a necessity, when you don't treat and worship your money like the average person, you realize it literally follows you. That's why chasing the bag has always been a horrible thing. But continue to chase. Okay? Katt Williams has probably been extremely or uber successful as far as financially is because he does a lot for a lot of people. And this is one of the beauties about the Chitlin circuit. Because the great thing about the Chitlin circuit is when you're going direct to consumer, there's no middleman to tell you what you can and can't do, how to do, where to go. You can't spend this. It's just you. And typically on the Chitlin circuit, you're playing amongst your people. So when you play amongst your people and you realize they need help or you can help them in any way, typically you're going to do that. So what used to happen back then with these people that used to play these Chitlin circuits, a lot of these people were frontline with our civil rights movements. A lot of these people, you get it, they gave back. But we've come into a new celebrity now where we don't require nothing. We just saw somebody flying across the stage on a hearse. We don't require nothing. So Katt Williams, honestly, in my opinion, from what I'm hearing, Katt Williams is a last of a dying breed, especially when it comes to our celebrities. When the last time y'all heard of another celebrity being that generous behind the scenes? None of y'all faves. I ain't heard from none of y'all faves. I ain't heard nothing like that about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, Cassie. I haven't heard this about none of y'all faves. With that being said, Hollywood Unlocked, the neighborhood talk, the neighborhood talk, the shade room, on site. What else? All of these blogs you see on this internet, these blogs are COINTELPRO agencies. You don't have to believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. These blogs are sent here to keep you emotionally charged. Just like the celebrity have sheep. Remember we talked about sheep herding? These blogs have the same sheep. And just like most people will do anything their sheep herder, aka celebrity, tell them, it's the same with these blogs. So all these neighborhood talk, Hollywood Unlocked, all of these people are sent here to put and push divide. That's why every time you turn around, if it ain't no good news, it's about a woman getting unalived by a black man, or it's about a black man going to jail, or it's about women versus men, or it's about Democrat versus Republican, or it's about this celebrity. It's always some mess. And I get it. Mess pays. I do mess. However, this here sits different because these blogs are placed in our communities specifically for that. And if there's an agenda behind it that most of you and us don't realize because all we're doing is scrolling. Oh, the neighborhood talk just posted a new thing. We just scrolling. But I thought the politics would have showed y'all how cutthroat the neighborhood talk and all these different blogs is, but I don't think y'all caught on. So now I'm watching this interview. And they're asking Katt Williams. Now, this is Katt Williams, who no black woman has ever come out and said anything negative about. One black man who has always had very great things. I have hardly heard, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything negative unless it was on some hating stuff about Katt Williams. But watch what Hollywood Unlocked does. So he's doing this interview. And Katt Williams is explaining to these guys how great he is at basketball. But he says because he's only 5'5", he has a height deficiency. And because he has a height deficiency, what he has to do when he shoots is he has to have a different sort of form because he doesn't have the height. And I want to say it was something else that was coming, you know what I'm saying, in between. Long story short, he made a comment when he was talking about his abilities playing basketball amongst people who are much taller than him, right? So he's saying as a person who's 5'5", whenever I get on the court, I'm typically playing with people 6'6", 6 feet above, right? So my advantages are different and I have to take care of them differently. He makes a comment saying, he says, my layup is my dunk. I'm giving you verbatim what he said. He says, my layup is my dunk. He said, my layup is my dunk because I'm not tall enough to dunk the doggone ball. So for me, my go-to, meaning my big wow poster moment, is my layup. Now, he makes a comment and he says, I'm not Angel Reese. I'm more of something else. And people lost their mind. Now, mind you, RG3 just gave the backhanded compliment and the backhanded support for Angel Reese, and we all calling him out on it. But what Hollywood Unlocked, Neighborhood Talking, all of them, because they all posted it, what they did was took that little small clip while we all really still mad at RG3, because we pissed at RG3. What they did was take that small little sound bite and put it out here and put on a caption that he's speaking ill of Angel Reese. And now we had people in those comments going off on Katt Williams. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the plot exposed. If you don't see how they turn you against your faves and even the ones you don't like, all it takes is a simple post. Most of you are not going to go watch the interview to get context. Most people are going to take whatever he said on this interview in this little bitty piece and run with it. And guess what? The blogs know that. So what they saw was, oh shit, they already got Angel Reese trending. She's beefing with RG3. Let's sprinkle a little razzle dazzle of Katt Williams in there. And now they got people mad at Katt. Let's get into the little clip. But y'all got to stop letting the internet play in your face. I don't know how many times I got to tell you. Check it out.
It almost felt like prophecy for a lot of people. Like, it was my first time hearing those things.
Yeah.
And I didn't do no Googles or wasn't really in social media or keeping up with any of that stuff. I look at it and be like, it felt like prophecy. Like, as the year went on, things that you said in that interview.
Wait, that's not the one I want to show you. Hold on. It was, I'm sorry, but I want to show you that one too. It was the one when he was talking about Angel Reese. Hold on. Because he's talking about the Katt Williams. We're going to go back to that. Let me show you what he said about Angel Reese. And mind you, pay attention to the caption. Hold on. Pay attention to the caption. Pay attention to the caption on this video. Let me go over here. Watch how the internet gaslights you. Look what Daily Loud posted. Katt Williams fired shots at Angel Reese without holding back. And then they quote him, "I'm not Angel Reese. I'm 99% on my layups. My layup is my dunk." Now, this is the narrative that everybody has been going out here preaching, that Katt Williams done came for Angel Reese. The internet is telling you this. That's why when I told y'all the internet told y'all to not like Diddy, y'all said I was capping. Nope, because just like they told y'all to hate Diddy, now they trying to tell y'all to not like Katt. And y'all be listening. Because all y'all do is read the headlines, nobody does the research, and everybody go with the move. Look what Katt said about Angel Reese. Now, mind you, he's talking about how his layup is his dunk because he's too short. He can't dunk. Watch.
Basketball, I'm 5'5", so there's a whole realm of basketball I can't experience. I don't have any above the rim experience. On the other hand, I'm not Angel Reese. I'm 99% on my layups because I can't afford to miss a layup. My layup is my dunk. You understand me? Right. So, in basketball.
All right, so he said, I'm not Angel Reese. I'm 99% on my layup. First of all, most people who got mad about that don't know nothing about basketball. If you knew anything about basketball, you would know that Angel Reese plays the position of a big girl. She's the one under the goal, defending the goal. Her whole job is rebounds and layups. That's what she's supposed to do. Well, if you think about the game, technically that would be her job. Okay? So I don't know what Angel Reese's stats are. Maybe she hasn't been hitting a lot of layups. But even him saying, I'm not Angel Reese, I make 99% of my layups. Why does that feel, or why does that have to turn into Angel Reese or Katt Williams going at Angel Reese? Because this is what I want to know from Black women in sports. Do y'all want to be treated equally or not? Because first of all, if he was criticizing, which I don't think he was, it was kind of like more of a reference, like, oh, like Angel Reese, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't see him dragging her, tearing her down. But that's how the blogs are putting it, because most people are not going to go and watch the whole video. And it's not fair. But this is what they do to keep us divided. If you understand the game of basketball, maybe Angel Reese is hitting all her shots. I don't know. But if you understand the game of basketball, that would be the same as me saying I'm hitting more free throws than MJ. It's the same thing if I got on here and say I make more three-pointers than Steph Curry. So if I said I make more three-pointers than Steph Curry, are y'all telling me I'm going at Steph Curry? Or if I say I ain't Klay Thompson, I'm more of a Steph Curry. I make all my free throws. Come on now. Come on now. But it's not even to get us all up in arms about, but the internet is messy and they will have you think that these people are going back and forth with each other. And listen, this is how I know the internet can make people do this. I watched my Black American brethren turn against Janet Jackson for Kamala Harris. I will never forgive y'all for that. All because Janet Jackson says she's not Black. Y'all dragged Janet. Janet probably been one of the most unproblematic artists of all our time. And y'all dragged Janet because she told y'all the truth. Kamala Harris ain't Black. Y'all dragged her. You know why you dragged her? Because the internet told you to. Just like the internet is trying to tell you Cat Williams is dragging Angel Reese. He's not. He's not. And y'all be letting bots have y'all drag each other. Y'all be letting bots have y'all beef with real people. That's crazy work to me, because y'all really be letting bots have y'all beef with real life people. It really be bots pushing up the mess. It really be bots. Let's move on. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all about Carmelo Anthony's court date. Let me get that out the way because I forgot to tell y'all about that. So a date was set for Carmelo Anthony in his court case. It's next year, I want to say. Next June. Don't give me the line. Hold on. Hold on. Don't give me the line. I'm going to show y'all. I want to say June of 2026. Or something like that. Can y'all like the video, please? I just want to make sure I give y'all correct information on this trial date. Yep, here we go. All right. So according to Twitter, don't quote me, but it's according to Twitter. According to Twitter, because I seen it somewhere else on Instagram. It says his trial date is set for June 21st, 2026 in Collin County District Court. The trial date for Carmelo Anthony, the teenager accused of fatally stabbing another student at Frisco, Texas track meet, is set for June 1st, 2026. It says the trial will be held in the 296th District Court in Collin County. According to multiple news reports, Anthony is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Austin Metcalf, who was also 17 years old. The incident occurred on April 2nd at Cooey Kendall Stadium during a track meet. Y'all, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to this trial. Well, I don't know, but I feel like I want to be. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'll see what y'all say. It's next year. So June of 2026 is when this trial will begin. I hope you guys understand that this is around the time of what they call midterm elections. Make the race baiting trial around midterm elections because they're so emotional. What they're going to do is just basically be emotional. Make the race baiting trial around the midterm elections. You get it? Y'all gonna forget it though. Next year in June, y'all gonna forget they gonna race bait y'all, and y'all gonna fall for the trap. They gonna race bait. They gonna race bait the F out of everybody. Yes, they is, and we gonna fall for the trap. We gonna forget. We always do. But either way, as the case pertains, his case is gonna be going to trial June of next year. I'll think about it and see if I want to go out there. That Diddy trial was so messy. Honestly, I don't know if I want anything to do with it. We'll see. But I kind of do want to go. I don't know. because that Diddy trial was just too messy, girl. People out there lying all on what's that lady name, girl? They all on CNN and ESPN lying on each other, girl. I ain't got time. Because my nerves be bad. Hold on. Bam, I'm on live. I'm gonna call you as soon as I get off. All right. Yeah, so we gonna forget, and they gonna race bait the entire F out of us. Watch. Yeah, Carmelo won't be the same, and it sucks. That really sucks though, because honestly, I believe that it was self-defense. And with that belief, if he really did what he had to do out of self-defense, and his whole life will never be the same, his name and image is tarnished because of him defending himself, my heart and prayers go out to that boy. Animal Advocate, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Did Cassie donate any of that money to real DV victims? Girl. Child. Right. She should at the very least, Cassie should be donating victims to the study of STIs and STDs. Oops. Can we talk? At the very least, she should be donating to the study of STIs and STDs. But y'all don't want to talk about that, though. Got it. Say less. Leisha, thank you for the super chat. Says to have that talk means they gotta wake up. Yep. Thank you so much for the super chat. Makivia, or how do you say your name? I can't even see it. Makiria, or how you say it? I'm so sorry. Makira, thank you for the super chat. Clears produce the same oils as dogs. Now, a little legend has it, allegedly, legend has it, that before they came to America, they were sleeping and eating with their dogs. Allegedly. I don't know it to be a fact. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what they said. That's a legend. I don't know. So it makes sense. Bobby, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months, honey. Thank you so much. Listen, the legend says that they were eating, sleeping, and everything with the dogs. Now, we all know in 2025, the Clears love a tongue kiss from a dog. Not all of them, but, you know. So I don't know. Who am I? I don't know. I just know what the legend said, and then I started paying attention and seeing, and then I was saying, it's lining up. You see what I'm saying? It was lining up. The legend said that they were sleeping and eating with their dogs, and they lived and everything with their dogs. And then I watched them today. Sound about right. Sound about right. But I don't know. But they got you believing you was the monkey, girl, please. Out of Africa. Monkey out of Africa. Do you know how disrespectful that is to a people? Do you understand how disrespectful that is to a people? To tell a people that they derive from a monkey in Africa? If I were to tell you right now that you come from a monkey in Texas, you will feel played, right? If I were to get on this chat and tell all 1,367 of y'all in this chat that y'all come from monkeys out of Texas, y'all will want to tear my head off my shoulders. And rightfully so, because don't play with me like that. But y'all want to believe you came from the monkey in Africa, though. Got it. Does that sound crazy to you? Because it sounds crazy to me. I can't tell you from a monkey in Texas, but you gonna believe you from one in God. Okay, girl. Okay. Girl, y'all is crazy. Girl, y'all is crazy. I ain't from no monkey. I don't know about y'all. I know my lineage don't go to no monkey, so I don't know. I don't know. Either way, now I want to get into this Jay-Z bit. Ooh, so y'all recall Jay-Z been running from his little boy? Hello? Y'all remember Jay-Z been running from his little boy? Let me give you the story. We've talked about him on our channel. So Ramir, he is the alleged son of Jay-Z. Ramir's mother was a mere, 15 or 16 when a grown-ass 20-something-year-old Jay-Z slept with her allegedly and got her pregnant and obviously produced Ramir. Ramir and his mother had been going for years trying to force Jay-Z to give them DNA to give him a paternity test. Now, people are saying the boy may not be Jay-Z's son, but my thing is, if he's not, then just give him the DNA and move on. But Jay-Z has been hiding and evading and paying courts to throw this boy's stuff out all these years. Hell, Ramir about 30 now. Ramir about 35. Jay-Z has been running from Ramir and his mama all these years, okay? Not only that, Ramir's mother unfortunately passed, I want to say years ago when he was still in the process of finding out what's going on with Jay-Z. But Jay-Z, being who he is, having the clout and money, was able to pay these lawyers, these judges, and all these folks to say, hey, whenever he come in here, dead that. And they were doing it. Also, Ramir's aunt, they basically tried to take her house. Like, Jay-Z had been doing so much crap to this boy behind the scenes. And because he has a very small platform, or had, I don't know what he got now, he had a very small platform, and we weren't told by the internet to hate Jay-Z yet. Let me say that part again. Because when I finish this sentence, I want y'all to understand why I said what I said. He had been online all his damn life, damn near, telling us that Jay-Z has done things to him. Jay-Z has taken from him, had him arrested. He's evading his test all these years. But because he has a small platform and the internet hasn't told us to hate Jay-Z yet, most people don't want to hear it. Yeah. See, we got to wait till the internet tells us to hate Jay-Z for us to even entertain it. You get it? So, even though some of us blogs have been talking about it, for the most part, you didn't really see a lot of this in mainstream media because money talk, bullshit walk, and plus he's Jay-Z. And the internet hadn't told y'all to push it through the algorithm yet. You get it? Well, the jig is up for Jay. It turns out that a judge is forcing Jay to give up DNA for the paternity. Let's get into it. It says Jay-Z calls Ramir. Okay, let's go back. So first, the judge announces that he has to get the DNA. Now let's read. Okay. It says Jay-Z is officially speaking out through his legal team, calling Ramir Satterthwaite's, is that how you say his name? Federal lawsuit, the latest act in a decades-long harassment campaign against him. Ramir claims Jay-Z is his biological father and filed new suits alleging emotional distress, abuse of process, and more, as he should. It says Jay-Z says he only learned about the lawsuit on June 3rd and is requesting more time to respond. The judge has ordered him to reply by July 18th, okay? Now, mind you, Jay-Z had been running from this boy to give him this DNA, right? Hold on. Okay, my bad. Okay, so now that he has to respond and a judge is making him respond, now we are getting into finding out what's really tea. Now, this is the gag. If Jay-Z takes this DNA test and it turns out that Ramir is his son, then I need all of the Beehive, Barty Gang, Barbs, Swifties, all of y'all people who was just over here dragging Diddy, I'm going to need that energy over here by the Jigga Man. And let me tell you why. That boy mama was 14, 15 years old when his old ass was smashing on her. So if Ramir is the son of Jay-Z, then that confirms that grown-ass man was a Pedialyte. And that means y'all should be out there with the pitchforks the same way y'all was out there when y'all seen Cassie get her ass whooped in the hallway. But y'all ain't gonna do that. You know why? Because he's married to the bitch who fly across the doggone stadium saying 16. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. You will not hold him accountable because he's married to your god Beyonce. Period. Point freaking blank. That's why all y'all been walking around with the blinders on and the ears closed, because you don't want to bring no harm to your God, Beyonce, your flawed fucking God who's turning into a white woman. So you don't want to entertain this because you don't want to hurt your God. Y'all gonna wait till the internet tell you to hate Jay-Z like you did Diddy. Y'all gonna wait till the internet tell you to hate Jay-Z the same way you did with Diddy. Period. Period, boo. But I don't see them giving Ramir the test. I think because they're telling Jay-Z to respond, which is a big step because he's never had to do anything, literally. So I don't know, but the fact that he has to respond is a big deal. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, because if it comes back that he is the father, then Jay-Z got a lot of explaining to do. You think that man gonna put himself out there like that? Why you think he been running from Ramir all these years? Think about it. Why do you think Jay-Z has been running from Ramir all these years? Because if paternity comes back that he's the father, it literally turns him into the creep. He don't want to be known as the creep. He's been keeping his nose clean. For the most part, he's been having the most action with the Rockefeller thing. But for the most part, he's been chilling. He don't want you guys to see him like you see Diddy. Why you think he hurry up and excommunicated himself from Diddy soon as they arrested him? Right before that, they was cool. Right before Diddy got arrested, they was cool. He don't want you to look at him like the monster y'all see Diddy as. But the fact of the matter is, like I told y'all, you cannot be rich and famous without your hands getting dirty. Jay-Z is probably just as bad, probably worse than the diddler. But y'all ain't ready to have that conversation because you in love with the bitch who fly across the stadium saying 16. I hate this world. Fake. All because of who you like. That's crazy. That's how I know people don't and I'm not saying you, but I'm saying that's how I know the collective of people really don't care about the collective of people. I don't care how many times people lie and say they do. They really don't. Because nobody ever wants to do the hard work to really change things. Everybody want to make it look like they doing the work, but don't nobody want to really do the work. As a matter of fact, they don't care enough to even want to do the work. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, even if we were to agree that Diddy is a monster, y'all not ready to talk about the system created around Diddy. That's the real monster, the system. Because if Diddy go to jail, they just make another Diddy. Like I told y'all yesterday, when he was out there in front of the trial, all that fighting and cussing, and Tisa Tell's over there hollering about men are horrible, send them to jail and sue them, and Ratchet TV was over there calling her Tisa Tell a lie and all this stuff. During all of that, there was probably a freak off happening right down the street because the system has not been dismantled. And y'all don't care about dismantling the system. You just want to be able to point your finger at somebody and say it's your fault. But yeah, if it comes out that Jay-Z does this paternity, I would be very, very interested to see how the masses are going to react, because I know the Beehive ain't gonna go against him. And that's a huge fan base. The only way the Beehive would go against Jay-Z is if Beyonce divorced him. Other than that, the Beehive is not gonna go against him just off the string of Beyonce. So I'm pretty positive, even if it came out, most of y'all gonna turn a blind eye. While Jay-Z around here parading blue, green, and yellow, from what I done heard even years ago, they say Jay-Z got a kid in Trinidad. They say Jay-Z got churn all over here. But see, because it's Beyonce, we just gonna talk about blue, green, and yellow. No, y'all don't want to talk about the other kids. Y'all don't want to talk about none of these alleged other kids. We just gonna prop up blue, green, and yellow because we like their mama. That's it. We just gonna pop up blue, green, and yellow because we like their mama. That's why I told y'all be worshiping these people children too. I don't want to hear. That's why I told y'all be worshiping the children too. I don't worship people children, so I don't know. But y'all grown adults are worshiping children. It's sick. Very, very sick. Worshiping babies, children. They might be test tube babies, but still, babies, children. Y'all are worshiping babies. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's one thing to worship the mama. Now you got to worship the children too? Girl, fuck them kids. I'm just playing. Girl, anyways. Yeah, and that part, the light-skinned ones. I don't see y'all be talking about Rihanna churn. Why I don't be seeing y'all post about Rihanna churn? Hello? Why I don't be seeing y'all post about Rihanna big head churn? Oh, they not light-skinned with the good hair. Gotcha. Don't get me started, please. Y'all didn't care about none of Boosie black ass kids. He had a racially ambiguous one. Now, oh, Boosie, your daughter's so pretty. Boosie had 15 kids. Ain't now one of you hoes going to his comments and tell him none of his children was pretty. Soon as he come with the little light-skinned baby, here y'all go. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's so beautiful. Oh my God. And y'all love Riri. Why y'all don't be propping up her children like y'all do blue, green, yellow culture and couture in creation? This is a genuine question because y'all love to worship blue, yellow, green, culture, couture, in creation. Why y'all don't add Rihanna big head ass kids in there? Because they look like me? That's why? Because they look like me? Probably. No, you don't have to say it out loud. Your subconscious runs your mind anyway. Yeah, that's probably why, because they look like me. But either way, yeah, it's just, I just hate that for society. But either way, I love me a black ass baby. I love me a chocolate baby with cold black curly hair with big old cheeks. Girl, listen to me. My baby was brown. That's her nickname too, Brown. But when I wanted me a black ass chocolate baby with cold black curly hair. I wanted my baby to look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. You see what I'm saying? Like I wanted me one of them. I love them little babies, them little dark chocolate babies with the cold black hair and they be hair fixed. And I just love to see it. I just love to see it. But I don't never hear y'all talk about Rihanna kids, though. I ain't gonna lie. I always hear y'all talk about culture in them, but I don't never hear y'all talk about Rihanna kids. And I think that y'all know why. You know what another conversation was? Really quickly. So on TikTok, they were doing a conversation about weave. And did you know that most black women don't like yaki weave? I prefer it. This here's yaki. It's braid hair, but still. I prefer yaki weave because back in the day when I used to track my hair up, whenever I used to put the silky weave over my hair, especially when I'm having a flat iron, it never really blended, right? So I, since then, have always preferred yaki weave. I want my weave, even though I know it's weave, I want it to match and kind of look more natural than anything. But there was a survey done, and most black women don't like yaki weave. And you know why most black women don't like yaki weave? The same reason they don't like black ass kids, because they colorist. They think that our natural features are ugly. These are the same black women who say protect black women. These are the women who think that our black is ugly. Our nappy is ugly. Our dark skin is ugly. They believe that in the subconscious though, but they believe it. That's them people. I runs to the yaki hair. I don't want nothing silky on my head, bitch. My hair don't lay down like that. Run me the yaki. So when this get the napping up, it can match the naps on the end. You feel me? Girl, please. But with that being said, y'all, let me see if I missed the super chat. I don't think I did. I did. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Says, your lives get me through the day. Love you down. Love you more. Thank you so much. And listen, that's the purpose of the morning jokes. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel. Monday through Friday, we here. My job is to Joce you through your day. A Joce is just to help you pass time. My job is to Joce you through at least the first half of your day if I can. That's why I typically be on here 2-3 hours, because I be wanting to get y'all through y'all time. Trust me, I know. When I was working, that's all I did was put an earbud in my ear. Truth be told, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a member for 12 months. Hey, Miss Boo, I sent you an email this morning. Let me know when you get a chance to look at it, please. Will do. I'll respond to it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Joseph Galloway, thank you for the super chat. Says, thanks for getting us through this Friday. Thank you so much. Educational Friday will be popping today too. And then Bobby Rodriguez, OMG. Thank you so much for making it rain on the girl. I appreciate you. Shout out to you and everybody in the building. And thank you so much again for making it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you so much, Bobby. It says, I remember when I broke my iPad, my husband was shade tree mechanic the hell out of my iPad. The screen was went pink and shut the hell off. Just got a new one, Vu. Love you down to the ground, Vu. Girl, listen, I am dreading buying a new iPad. Do you hear me? I don't want nothing to do with a new iPad. I will hope that this iPad work. I don't care if only the top half work. I don't want nothing to do with a new iPad. We gonna ride this motherfucker right here. Literally. Till the wheels fall off. Do you understand me? Girl, them iPads, $700-800, girl. That's for the basic ones. Girl, a nigga bought that one for me. What I look like going buy one on my own when a nigga bought this one? Are y'all insane? A nigga bought this one. What I look like going spend my money? A nigga bought this for real. A nigga bought all my iPad equipment. A nigga bought all my patio furniture. A nigga bought all the blinds in my house when I bought my house. A nigga bought me a grill. What else a nigga bought me around here? Oh yeah, I don't play like that. I am a gold digger, proud gold digger. Because you're not gonna come around me and don't do nothing for me. Say what I said. With that being said, love y'all down to the ground. See y'all on the next one. Educational Friday later on this evening. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.